Hi, welcome to Happy Now Olivia, a channel dedicated to the pursuit of happiness, because you don't have to wait. You can be happy now. I'm Olivia. Today I'm going to talk about acne, a condition that plagues millions of people around the world. To people who've had perfect skin their whole lives, acne may seem like an insignificant or superficial problem, but to people with acne, it can consume their lives. I know, because I used to have very bad acne for a long time. Whenever I see a teenager or an adult with acne, they immediately look away. And it breaks my heart every time, because I also used to look away. I didn't want people to see me. I wanted to be invisible. I couldn't bear people looking at me for too long, because it made me aware of what they were looking at. It took me over a decade to figure out why I had acne and how to manage and get rid of it. People will do anything to get rid of acne, and there are those who would take advantage of that desperation. Around every corner, there is someone selling a product to clear acne. Many people believe the solution to acne is outside of themselves, that it's merely a skin problem. But acne is not a skin problem. It's a health problem that manifests itself on the skin. In ancient Chinese medicine, the face is a reflection of the bowel. If our internal health is out of balance, that imbalance will manifest itself in different ways as our body tries to cope and detoxify. In the Western world, the human body is usually seen as separate body parts that are not connected to each other. But Eastern wisdom believes that life in general is interconnected, and that diseases and conditions like acne are symptoms of an overall imbalance in our health. Our different organs are constantly trying to work together to achieve balance, and therefore health. Everyone will pay a price for the abuse they put their bodies through sooner or later. Headaches, stomach aches, body pains, diseases no one can see. But acne is a very public condition of imbalance. For me, acne is the way my body tells me that something's wrong, that something's out of balance. For example, beyond symptoms of a common cold, I never have headaches or stomach aches. But I know people who do. That is the way their bodies are telling them that something's wrong, that something's out of balance. But they usually don't pay attention, making the root problem worse by masking the symptoms with medications, the same way people with acne try to mask it by using makeup. When my acne was at its worst, I used to use a thick layer of foundation to try to hide it. It looked horrible, but it was all I thought I could do. I tried to hide it publicly, but I could never hide it privately. It was always there, making me feel like a monster. To get rid of your acne, you have to look inside yourself and work on the 4 pillars of being happy now: nutrition, detoxification, emotional health, and lifestyle. Before I go over how you can use these pillars to help you manage and get rid of acne, I'm going to share with you a little bit about my experience with acne. If you've watched my veganism video, you know that when I was 15 years old, I became a vegetarian and then a vegan, and I immediately got acne. This time period coincided with puberty, so there wasn't much for me to question, even though 90% of the kids around me had perfect skin. I used over-the-counter remedies to try to deal with it. When I was about 17, I discovered makeup and realized I could hide it. When I went to college in Baltimore, my acne was progressively getting worse, but I was cooking for myself the kind of rice and beans meals I had learned to eat while growing up in South America. When I transferred colleges to New York City, I stopped cooking. My diet was one big nightmare of processed foods. My acne was getting worse. I didn't have money to buy fruits and vegetables, and neither was I thinking about nutrition. When I left New York after 3 years, I was desperate in more ways than one. My acne was out of control on my forehead, my cheeks, and my chin, to the point where I thought I was going to develop cystic acne and considered taking medications. I didn't have health insurance, so I wouldn't have been able to afford the medications anyway. For me, this turned out to be a blessing in disguise, because it forced me to look at what I was eating. But it would still be a long time before I would question my veganism. I gravitated towards being mostly raw vegan, which is an extreme level of fasting no one should ever do unless they're chronically sick and under the supervision of a holistic health practitioner. I ate 15 to 20 bananas every day for 7 months, and a salad with a breaded veggie burger for dinner. My acne cleared about 60%, but it was still pretty bad. Then when I was 24 years old, I began the process of trying to join the Air Force. During one of my physical examinations, the doctor asked me if I was sick. He said my white blood cell count was abnormally high, like I was fighting an infection. I dismissed when he told me not to be vegan and everything else he said. But a week later, I had a eureka moment where I thought that my body trying to fight an infection meant that I was allergic to soy. So that night, I didn't eat the breaded veggie burger. I ate pasta, bread, and everything that was wheat in sight. The next morning, after starving myself for 7 months, my face erupted into the worst acne I've ever had, making me deduce that I was allergic to wheat. When I adopted a gluten-free diet, my acne went away. It took me another 6 years to realize and understand that being vegan was the worst thing I could have done to my health, that I am not gluten intolerant, but that I had damaged my gut for almost 20 years by a severe lack of nutrition and by eating processed foods. So I began my journey of healing and nourishment almost 4 years ago. I didn't have acne, except for the occasional small breakout whenever I ate something my digestive system could not yet handle, but it would always go away as soon as I removed whatever food was irritating. Fast forward to now, and I left the Air Force 4 months ago. I've been working non-stop on building Happy Now Olivia for 8 months, and I'm sitting down to write this acne video, and I'm getting acne. And it's not just 1 or 2 pimples I can manage by switching around what I eat. It's 10, 15, 20. And the underlying skin is visibly inflamed, and I'm freaking out. I'm trying to write this video about how to get rid of acne, and I'm getting very bad acne for the first time in 10 years. After a month of stress, of adjusting my diet in different ways, and watching my acne not get worse but also not get better, I had to recage myself and go back to the basics of healing, which are the 4 pillars of being happy now. So first, let's look at what I think is the easiest pillar to make a difference in when it comes to acne. However, it's also the most controversial: nutrition. Many people, especially young people, don't think about what they eat, don't care, or don't think it affects them. When I was a teenager, I had no concept that what I ate or didn't eat could affect my body beyond hunger. But at a basic level, our bodies can't build healthy cells without food. Our skin is the largest organ in the body, and it needs nutrients the same way the heart and the brain do. One of the things that can cause acne is a deficiency in vitamin A, retinol, which is the functional form of vitamin A our bodies can use, only found in animal products, especially eggs, butter, organ meats, and liver. Plants contain carotenoids, which is not a functional form of vitamin A our bodies can absorb. In a healthy body, carotenoids can be converted into retinol, but environmental toxins and nutritional deficiencies can block this conversion. In addition to that, vitamin A in plants is best absorbed by the human body in conjunction with animal fats, which is why it's tradition and ancient wisdom to put butter on your vegetables. Many teenagers and young adults don't think about what they eat, and unless your parents are concerned about nutrition, you may not be getting the wonderful, natural, nutrient-dense foods your body needs to build healthy skin. If you want to know about nutrition more in depth, you can watch my nutrition video. The second pillar that is essential in trying to heal acne is detoxification. Many people are not aware of the amount of toxicity they're exposed to, nor the different ways they can detoxify. A healthy body was built to withstand a moderate amount of toxicity. Just like our different organs are not working in isolation from each other, the 4 pillars of being happy now are not working in isolation either. Our body and detoxification organs like the liver are not able to properly detoxify if we're not eating nourishing foods. Most people think about toxicity in terms of exposure to environmental waste products and artificial chemical products in cleaning products, for example. But one of the most toxic factors that affects acne is food, or more accurately, the consumption of processed foods laden with toxic chemicals, additives, colorings, caking agents, and all manner of foreign substances our bodies can't recognize. Some people know instinctively to clean up their diet and remove certain foods, but they still have acne. The key is not just to remove toxic processed foods from our diets, but to also eat nourishing foods. Our bodies can't make something, in this case healthy skin, out of nothing. Nourishing foods are the highest quality, whole, natural, organic, animal and vegetable products. It's extremely important to understand that our bodies can absorb even the highest quality food and nutrients if our guts are damaged, something that is almost always the case for people with acne. Damaged guts can be the result of being vegetarian or vegan, eating processed foods, taking harmful antibiotics, toxic acne clearing medication, and the contraceptive pill, among many things. If you want to learn how to be able to heal your gut to take advantage of the wonderful healthy foods you're eating, you can watch my GAPS, Gut and Psychology Syndrome video. There are many other ways to help our bodies detoxify, like doing a one-day juice fast, exercising, using the sauna, and taking an Epsom salt bath. Our bodies also need minerals to function. We can get a boost of minerals by bathing in natural spring waters, hot springs, and the ocean. People who are lucky enough to live near the ocean and bathe in it regularly usually have great skin. In Europe and Japan, people have been visiting healing waters to treat skin diseases like acne since the dawn of human civilization. Today, tens of thousands of people visit sulfur-rich springs which contain antifungal and antibacterial chemical compounds to treat skin diseases like eczema, psoriasis, scarring from accidents, surgeries, burns, and acne. If you want to know more about that, you can watch my Healing Springs video. As always, I link below the video anything I recommend and additional information. The sun is one of the most important detoxifiers there are. Have you ever wondered why you look so good after being exposed to the sun for even a little bit? The sun not only detoxifies your skin, but it helps you to build vitamin D, which is essential for the health of your skin and your body. But if you constantly cover yourself with toxic cosmetics and sunblock, you are not taking advantage of the wonderful healing properties of the sun. The key is to use non-toxic sunblock and natural products like coconut oil, something Pacific Islanders have been using for generations to protect themselves against harmful UV rays. You want to expose yourself to the sun for a little bit every day before taking protective measures as you build a natural tan. The third pillar of being happy now that we have to take into account when trying to heal acne is emotional health. Emotional health is something most people ignore and underestimate. There is something all people with acne have in common, and that is negative stress. People with acne are always stressed out and self-conscious about their appearance. I know, because I've been there. That kind of worry takes its toll. Being able to deal with our emotions can have a positive impact everywhere in our lives. Trying to heal your acne is the perfect time to begin dealing with your emotional life. If you want to learn how to accomplish this, you can watch my therapy video. As all things are connected, nutrition is connected to our emotional health. Hormones are proteins. If we don't get the proper nutrition, we develop hormonal exhaustion, which leads to mood problems, fatigue, emotional and behavioral problems, an inability to concentrate, learn, or sleep, and skin problems like acne. The fourth pillar of being happy now that can help us heal our acne is lifestyle. By organizing yourself, planning and scheduling your week, you'll be better able to manage the other three pillars of being happy now. nutrition, detoxification, and emotional health. By taking care of yourself through exercise, yoga, massage, acupuncture, and recreational activities like walking, hiking, and just having fun, you're helping your body's ability to heal itself. Understand that you're beautiful. And to get rid of your acne, there are no easy shortcuts. But the rewards for your efforts will be plentiful. You have to look inside yourself. You have to analyze your life and question your habits. And you have to observe and pay attention to the signs your body gives you. And they will be different for everybody. If you're watching this video, then you may have already tried all the conventional approaches to getting rid of acne and suffered their side effects. So by trusting yourself, your instincts, and your body's wisdom, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Don't be discouraged. Healing is a process. Acne is a condition of imbalance that took years or decades to develop into a chronic condition. So the healing journey may be a long one. 2 weeks ago, I took stock of my current circumstances, my physical, mental, and emotional stress, and I went back to the basics of healing. I started doing the Intro to GAPS, Gut and Psychology Syndrome Healing Protocol to heal the gut. And my acne mostly healed and went away in 3 days. That doesn't mean that I healed the damage that I did to myself for almost 2 decades in 3 days. It just means I figured out how to relieve the immediate inflammation. And every day is a fight and a struggle to take responsibility for the choices I've made in my life and their consequences. And some days are better than others. But what gives me hope and solace is that now I'm always in control. And I try to be as informed as I can be about the choices I make for my health. The health of your skin is in your hands. And one day, when you look in the mirror and you see clear skin, you'll believe in the beauty that's always been there. You'll look people in the eyes without looking away. You'll feel the warmth of the sun on your skin and smile. You'll feel the caress of someone you love and not be ashamed. But most of all, you'll understand that it's not a superficial change, that your mind and your body are getting balanced, and that you're on the road to being happy and healthy. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and share it, and consider subscribing so you can get the latest Happy Now Olivia video. In addition to that, I'd love to hear in the comments below how balancing your life has helped you heal your acne. Remember, happiness is not an active choice. It's an active choice. You don't have to wait. You too can be happy now. Thanks for watching. See you next time.